Arsenal are going to win the league. That's it. That's the beginning.
That's the beginning?
That's the beginning.
I mean, like...
It's locked in, dude.
I mean, we've said it's been locked in before.
Bro, because you know what? Because now I got to book plans to flee the country in May.
Bro.
And it's so annoying,
this
bro.
This is the craziest thing that I've ever heard in my life. Because for a team, I do say this all the time, for a team that's never won anything in the last 23 years, what do we have? We have a couple FA Cups, some Community Shields. For a team that's won nothing... We are so massive and in the minds of every other rival fan.
You are in the minds. I'll completely give you that.
Why?
No, fans are losing their head. I'll give you that. But, like, the reason for that is not only because you are a big club. Chelsea are a big club. City are a big club.
Shout out Chelsea, man.
Those are big clubs. But that's not the only reason why we get a little bit heckled. It's because you guys are unbearable, dude.
Bro, I don't think I'm unbearable. I think I'm very bearable.
That might be the craziest thing you've ever said on this podcast.
I think most of the things that I say are rooted in reality, in fact. I think that's true. Like, Gyokeres is...
Oh, here we go. Here's a prime example of this.
Gyokeres is already turning out to be like a decent enough signing. He just is, bro. Like, I don't want to get into it yet, but he has 1 goal in 10. Yeah, and look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. We're winning.
Yeah, bro. I mean, a couple years ago, we were pushing the narrative that Jack Grealish was a flop, even though City won the treble that season. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but they already won before that. You know what I mean? Jack Grealish wasn't putting City over the top. Like, there wasn't anything that he was doing that you could I
don't know if
objectively say.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, when Gyokeres is pulling 5 players into one ball battle,
I don't know how much it is Gyokeres taking you over the top. I don't know how much of it is just the Arsenal team and baseline raising another notch, or how much of it just not being a proper title contender for you guys this season.
I wanna offer up this, okay?
Go on.
Gyokeres has been taken off around the 60th to 70th minute within the last 3, 4, 5 games.
And Jesus has been scoring off the bench.
Sure. You want to know what else has happened in a lot of those games that we've gotten scored on? That's a fact.
Wait.
That's
so
a
fact.
So
you're saying Gyokeres is like...
I'm saying that the game plan and the way that Arsenal go about their game changes with Gyokeres not on the pitch.
No, but I think
it's true.
You know 40% of all Premier League goals are scored after the 70th minute.
Okay, and Arsenal...
That's just the general stat. Like, basically, legs tire, substitutions come on, late goals happen more often than not across
because
the league.
Score... Okay, especially when Arsenal are winning, score effects, they sit back a little more sure. What Gyokeres provides is that battering ram. Is that I'm super big and maybe I'm a little clunky and maybe I'm not the most graceful player, but you know what? I'm going to attract attention. Gabriel Jesus does not do that. Gabriel Jesus maybe hold on to the ball. He'll try and take it to the corner. He might do stuff like that.
He might score.
Sure. He scored 1 goal. Great. And it was a fantastic goal.
He might take the ball from someone else and score.
And I like Gabriel Jesus, but...
Gyokeres is not doing that.
Well, Gyokeres got taken off in the 66th minute. Sure, they scored after, but once again, they get scored on. Later on, after 20 minutes, he gets taken off. Okay, great. Let's go to the Villa game. Gyokeres gets taken off. What happens? Oh, look. Aston Villa get a goal. Albeit, didn't matter because they were up 4-0. But sure. Let's go to the Brighton game next.
You guys score goals too?
Yeah, but still. No, it matters. It matters. I'm telling you, it matters.
No, the point is, I don't think it matters.
I think it does.
I don't think this is a good example.
Gyokeres gets taken off in the 71st minute, and they scored in the 64th. So maybe... Okay. but it seems like it. No, but genuinely, it does. That's a bad example because that didn't happen in that game. But it does seem like there's a difference in mindset and a difference in game plan when Gabriel Jesus is on the pitch. And you know what? We've been crying out for a striker, right? And what Arsenal fans wanted was for that striker to just score goals in games where we haven't had a person to get us over the line in the past. Let's look at the last 3 games that we've just played. Bournemouth away, we lost last year. Villa at home, we drew last year.
It's always a tough one.
Brighton at home, I think we lost or we drew last year.
Oh, I remember that one.
Everton at away, I think it was. Everton away.
It was away.
Away, I think we lost that last year.
Really?
all of these games, the last 4, we've won.
Yeah,
so
no.
whether it's Victor Gyokeres being the goal scorer, it's not. That's obviously a fact. What it is a number 9 that isn't a winger, that isn't a central attacking midfielder. It's a number 9 that causes attention to be seeked upon him, that opens up the rest of the game. And if you can't objectively see that, like as a football fan, I don't understand what you're watching. Because Arsenal are proving 20 games into the season that with Victor Gyokeres in the team, they are a better squad and they are a better scoring outlet.
I think you guys are in great form right now, despite Victor Gyokeres.
Exactly. And imagine when he starts scoring. Oh my God. Wow. He's so good. Welcome to the 6-yard box, everybody.
Fucking Christ, Blake.
I guess I'm like taking the reins a little bit
please,
today.
please do
I
it.
will. I don't usually do this, but welcome. I'm here with myself, Blake, and Julian.
Hello.
I don't know what to say. This is scary.
Have you ever like?
I've never done this.
No,
Maybe
please, no. Keep going.
what do we do next?
I don't know. What are we gonna talk about today?
Oh yeah, so today we have an off the rails episode if I wanted. It was a double game week of Prem, so it's kind of all over the place. The Villa game that we talked about just recently, we didn't actually talk about on the pod, but that was a huge game, and City dropped
Massive.
points that week.
Hey, and we predicted the shit out of that game too.
Did
I
we?
remember I said, and I quote, this is a direct quotation. On the record, I said you guys are gonna smash them.
I think you did say that.
Yep.
I didn't say that.
Yep.
You did though.
And what do we call this table?
The ball knowledge table.
The ball knowledge
table.
That's
You're right. But yeah, we're talking about all things Premier League. They had a couple nice games around Europe, and we also might take a look back at our Prem predictions from the start of the season,
Oh boy.
halfway through,
Oh boy.
and see where we're going. See where we predicted
I like
the
that.
teams to be. Yeah,
I like that.
But I mean, if we want to keep going on the Arsenal train for a little bit longer, we
Yeah,
can.
we can go a little bit longer.
I don't know what to say, man. Like,
Bro, I think I'm losing patience with Victor Gyokeres. I've had a lot of patience with him this season. And I think your reasonings for him being good to this Arsenal team, like I think you guys are good. I think there's a correlation between Victor Gyokeres being on the pitch and Arsenal being really good,
Yeah.
but I don't think the causation is there. I think this is like, I think you're just, as long as Arsenal keep winning, you're just going to be pushing the narrative that Victor Gyokeres is really being a help to this team. But when you guys were still winning games last year, you weren't praising Kai Havertz or Mikel Merino or Trossard or Martinelli in the same way there, even though you're winning despite the striker being there and contributing to the game. I just think you're kind of pushing this narrative just for the simple reason that you need to be right on this.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
Because genuinely, I think it's so telling that the profile of the striker that we have now is an actual striker. Because we haven't had that.
He is
since
a striker.
He's an actual striker.
He is.
Because
Can't confirm.
do you want to know who wasn't? It was Kai Havertz, who does a great job at times, but is not a striker. Neither is Mikel Merino. Neither is Gabriel Jesus. Like, I guess he is, but he's just not. What he provides is a focal point for the defense, the opposing defense. And we haven't had that. And you can laugh and you can smirk and do whatever you want. And you can have your own opinions, and that's fine.
I don't know how you're defending
Because
this guy, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Because
I don't know how you're defending
because
this guy.
I haven't seen this level of like involvement with the rest of the team. Look at Odegaard now. The last 3 games, Odegaard has been like the Odegaard that I would push to be better than Bruno. Like that's the one. We're not having this conversation. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's the guy who I used to fight for being the best number 10 in the league, right? Declan Rice has always been fantastic, but he's popping up with more goals because Victor Gyokeres occupied 5 different defenders on that one Bournemouth goal. Sorry, Arsenal goal. Zubimendi.
5.
It was 5. Look, put it in the clip. You're not gonna put this in the clip. But there's 5 players there. Like Madueke, who hasn't scored or assisted in the Premier League, but he's been solid. Like,
Bro, if you guys had Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top, you would still be top of the league. If you had Igor Thiago up top, you would still be top of the league.
But
if you had Benjamin Sesko up top, you
know.
would still be top of the league.
Well, you know what?
If you had Liam Delap up top, you would still be top of the league.
We can talk about
you are winning right now despite Victor Gyokeres.
or
not because of him.
so
I'm sorry.
You can look at it as that, or you can take out all the hypotheticals and look at the game And just know that with him,
I look at the games already.
So I said last week, I said if Victor Gyokeres doesn't start scoring, when Kai Havertz comes back, he should start. Wrong. I was wrong. There was 2 games between the last episode and this one.
You were wrong for saying that your striker needs to start scoring.
I was wrong for saying that if he doesn't start scoring, he needs to be taken out of the team. No. If he stops affecting winning, then he can be taken out of the team.
Brother, the instance that you're talking about, bro, the goal that Blake is talking about, how Victor was running the channels and then he did so well at holding up 5 defenders.
He runs the channels so good.
The ball broke. What he means by the ball broke is that means Victor Gyokeres got dispossessed. It fell to Odegaard on the edge of the box. He squared it to Rice, who finished nicely. Your most dangerous attacker this season has been your center back.
I want to ask you a question, okay?
Moving on.
What did no, we're not moving on. We're not
okay. Oh, I thought you
What
meant,
did
okay,
Gyokeres, what did you pay him to come in and do, right? What did you pay him to come in and do?
Score.
Who do you think is the top goal scorer for Arsenal right now in all comps?
In all comps? Is it
It's Gyokeres.
It's Gyokeres?
It is. I'm almost positive.
How many goals? 5?
I think 8. No, maybe 7. 7. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe it's Martinelli.
Are you sure? Oh, it's Martinelli. It's Martinelli. Yeah, because I was about to say, bro. Like I don't know about that. How many Prem goals?
No, okay.
4.
Because no, it's not Martinelli. Martinelli has it's Gyokeres. Gyokeres has 5 Prem goals and he has 2 Champions League goals.
2 Champions League goals,
which is 7.
Right. That's right.
And I'm not checking fucking Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Like,
well, I mean those are competitions.
But I'm not checking them, bro.
Okay, I feel like you need to like put the stat up here, like on the side. I don't know if this is correct.
Either
he has
way,
5 Premier League goals.
Either way. You said like in all comps, Gyokeres needs to score what? You said like 15 or 20? If he does that,
yeah, I said for you to win the league, but I'm not saying like my point in that was saying that Victor Gyokeres doesn't have to be a good striker for you guys to win the league, and he's proving me right on that front. He hasn't been a good striker, and you guys are probably going to win the league either way.
I think he hasn't been a good goal scorer. I think he's been a good striker.
What the fuck?
Because no.
Fuck?
Because you want to know what's crazy? You know what we can talk about? What about the fucking other $70 million signing?
That's
Shesko,
like saying like,
who's
you know
been
what?
garbage the entire season. What about Ekatike, who's been good,
Bro.
but ghosted in their last game that ended up in Liverpool not taking all 3 points? What about that, huh? What about Veers, who scored his 2nd goal of the entire season last?
Bro, what is this mental gymnastics?
No, I'm just saying,
I
bro.
quote, he hasn't been a good goal scorer, but
Yeah.
he's been a good striker.
And do you want to know?
That's you know who you sound like right now? You were like me 2 years ago, saying that Onana isn't the best shot stopper, but he's a good goalkeeper.
No, but
do you know the kind of conversation
Onana
we're having?
wasn't affecting winning, right? Lacazette was not. Lacazette was not a good goal scorer.
I don't think Gyokeres is affecting winning,
Lacazette was
bro.
not a good goal scorer for Arsenal.
Blake,
He was not. But he didn't affect winning. He might have done things that affected the play, but he didn't affect winning because his style of play was too reliant on other players doing the work.
It's not even like Gyokeres is like getting a bunch of assists and like getting chances created. Like no, there's not much of that this season.
I think he is. I watch every game with a fine-tooth comb, and I'm not over the moon with Victor Gyokeres, but there's no way in hell do I want him to be dropped anytime soon.
Okay. And
shout out Arsenal for being top of the league, and shout out them beating Bournemouth. And Emi Martinez is still a fucking fraud. Emi Martinez is such a fraud. He's so lucky we didn't pod after the Villa game, because what a fucking fraud. He's so garbage every fucking game. Anyone who ever wants to tell me he's good, he always has supporters. For what? He always has a stinker. He has a stinker in him every 3 games. He has a mistake in him every 3 games. He's so garbage.
He does. And it's always against Arsenal he messes up as well.
It is always against Arsenal. And he cried after the game about the fans. And Unai Emery, man. Unai Emery, what a pussy. It's always the old Arsenal players. I have so much love for the club. Emi Martinez, you're getting rage baited by fans on the sideline, and then fucking Unai Emery not shaking Arteta's hand. What a dick, bro.
Oh, I didn't see that part, actually.
He didn't shake Arteta's hand.
Damn.
So Arteta went to go hug all his mates and his coaching staff after the win. And then Unai Emery walks 2 steps towards him, looks at him, and walks away. And then after the match, he's like, I cannot wait for the entire game. Fuck you.
So, okay. I'm sorry, viewers, that we're still talking about Gyokeres and all of this and agendas and everything, but can you just admit that you have a pro Gyokeres agenda and that very little is going to crack that agenda?
I do have a pro Gyokeres agenda, but I also think,
like, this hurts to listen to.
like, do you think he's in one of the top? Do you think he's like in the top 10 worst signings of the Premier League this year?
No.
Okay, great.
No.
Okay, great.
He hasn't been bottom 10.
Yeah,
No.
he hasn't been top 10. He has not. I can give you that for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Or 15 or 20.
Okay, well, let's move on. Shout out Arsenal though.
Shout out Arsenal. Was always saying like 90% they're going to win the league. Give me 93 right now.
6 point gap is 6 point gap. 6 point gap for the Arsenal. Sorry, it's not. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break down in tears if we win the league. Like I'm gonna come on this podcast and probably cry.
Yeah, and you'll be in here by yourself because I'm gonna be out of the country.
You're so like why?
Somewhere in like South America or Central America.
You know what's fun though is like there's no Arsenal player right now who I have any gripes with, and like this I'm gonna say one thing and then we can actually move on. Okay. To anyone who is getting on Mikel Arteta for like playing Gyokeres or like not playing Eze or any of these conversations about the squad selection, you have no idea what you're talking about. Because Arsenal have a game pretty much every 3 days for the whole month of January, like many other teams do. And what they're doing is working. Whatever combination, whatever tactics, whatever mindset Arteta has instilled into the Arsenal team right now, it's working. I would not mess with it. Why would you throw Eze in a game when the left side is doing fine and Martin Odegaard looks like team of the season, best 11 Martin Odegaard? Why would you mess with that?
Who's been a worse signing, Gyokeres or Eze?
A worse signing? Ooh.
Because Eze's got the higher high, but Gyokeres has been like at least like consistent levels of stink, but at least he's in the team, you know?
I can't. I don't know. They're both amazing.
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 Amazing. Sure, that's the word that you want to go.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I love Victor Gyokeres. I love
There's
him.
nothing you would change about any of their tenures at Arsenal.
Okay, Eze no, but Gyokeres.
So Eze's been the worst signing.
No, Eze wouldn't change anything. Okay, Gyokeres has been slightly worse.
Slightly worse. Okay.
Yeah, just because he hasn't scored and he's a striker. But
I agree with that.
okay,
But he's a great striker.
he's a great striker.
The mental gymnastics already on this podcast
He is
breaking me.
He is, as of right now, Voltamot is better, Holland's better, Ekitike is better. Isak's hurt, so that doesn't count.
We can look through strikers.
And then it's Gyokeres number 4.
I don't know, man. Hat-trick for Igor Thiago today.
Bro, Igor Thiago is the fakest player I've ever seen, bro. Like
He is shit.
He's so bad. All he does is score penalties and tap.
But he finishes his fucking chances.
Yeah, it's fair.
At least when
That's
Gyokeres
fair.
is getting tap-ins, he's missing.
But the thing is, though, like Gyokeres doesn't even get chances.
Bro, he gets chances.
Bro, like
he gets chances and he finds a way to mess them
bro.
up, bro.
Like name one.
Or it won't even be where he gets a strike on the ball. It won't even be one where he gets a strike on the ball and like he'll whiff it or it'll go over the net. It won't be those. So you don't see like a high amount of XG that he had and he got 0 goals. No, it will be like the ball was fizzed across the box and you would want him to be like diving in with his foot and you just see him falling on his ass.
Yeah, you're just okay. You're just rage baiting now. We can move on. He's good.
Okay.
He's good.
Okay. He's there.
He's good.
He's there. Like, do you think if you're a Premier League
Yes.
defender, you see Gyokeres on the team
Yes.
sheet and you're like, shit.
Do you want me to replay the fucking second goal Arsenal scored against Bournemouth this weekend? We can do that.
When he lost the ball.
When he battled between 5 players and like directly led to the ball coming to the right side and being squared to Declan Rice.
Gyokeres or I'm just looking at like Premier League strikers right now, or like the goal list. Gyokeres or Evan Nilsson?
Gyokeres, what? Are you kidding me? Gyokeres.
Gyokeres or Brian Brobby?
Gyokeres.
These are like the players that he's on par with goals.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Moving up to number 40. Oh, there's Gyokeres. Okay, 28 now. Gyokeres or Mateusz Cunha?
Gyokeres, easily. As a striker, easily.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
He's only a 10.
Yeah.
He's got more goals, though. Gyokeres or Callum Wilson?
Gyokeres. Love Callum Wilson, though. Great player.
Gyokeres or Daniel Mullen?
Gyokeres. See what I mean?
Gyokeres or João Pedro?
Gyokeres. João Pedro's garbage. Did you see the shift? You want to move on? What a great segue. Let's move on to fucking
More goals,
City
mate.
Chelsea.
He's got more goals, mate.
He's got more goals?
mate.
You want to know what he doesn't have?
Can I finish the segment?
Fine. Sure. Fine. I'll let you have it.
Gyokeres or Jared Bowen?
Gyokeres. Easily.
Gyokeres or Voltamata?
Voltamata.
Gyokeres or Ollie Watkins?
Personally?
Oh my
Personally?
God, brother.
Personally,
Oh, Jesus
I'd rather
Christ.
Gyokeres over Ollie Watkins in this Arsenal team right now.
Gyokeres or Isak?
Like a
I'm gonna walk off this motherfucking.
no.
segment now,
Obviously
like,
Isak. Obviously Isak. But he's hurt, so I wouldn't rather a hurt player for 9 months than one that's not hurt.
Yeah, you always do that, eh? Gyokeres or Mateta, please.
Gyokeres or Gyokeres, bro. Yo, I swear. Gyokeres and Mateta are like
For
the
real?
I don't know.
Gyokeres or Danny Welbeck?
Gyokeres. Actually, low-key Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck's been cooking this season.
Danny Welbeck's a goat.
Ekitike?
Yeah, I could TK over him.
And then Holland, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously Igor Thiago. He's got 14 this year. Bro, at what point do you just got to say, like, the motherfucker scores goals? Igor Thiago's got 14 goals
that's
this
crazy.
season, bro.
I don't know. I mean, he'll never do it again in his career, but good for him for doing
Maybe
it.
not. He'll probably go to, like, a Spurs next year.
Yeah, do nothing.
And then get 7 and 20, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay. I'm sorry for that segment. Please.
No, it's okay. No, I mean,
City Chelsea.
like, this is what I mean by strikers not having good performances. Chelsea, City, 1-1. Honestly, like a pretty entertaining game of football, all things considered. But the individual performances from Chelsea, I thought were just so drastically different.
Yeah.
It was either like Enzo having a really good game and then like Pedro Neto looking like he was actively playing for Manchester City on the
Bro,
wing.
he's got to grow that beard back. He looks like such a bum without a beard.
Well, that, and he plays like one too. Like
Yes.
it was like him on that wing was. I don't even have words. I really don't. It was so ugly. It was so bad. It was so negative. I don't know. And for what he's been for a little while for Chelsea, to see the drastic difference, and like Esteval got hooked at halftime, like. But Liam Delap came on and actually was really good running.
Yeah.
He was running in behind, spinning behind defenders. Fuck you. He played really well. But João Pedro, do you want to know what João Pedro doesn't do? Is occupy space. Like
I feel like that is what he does. Like he kind of holds up.
no, bro, no.
Okay.
he does.
It's kind of like a 10 kind of.
No.
Go
I
on,
mean
go on.
occupy space. He'll be available, but he doesn't occupy space.
He ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what some strikers do is occupy space. They may not become available. They may not show for the ball as much, but they occupy space. They attract defenders. Sorry, I'm moving this. They attract defenders, right? Yeah. That's not what I feel like João Pedro did in this game. And that's why when City scored their first goal, I thought it was over. Because although Chelsea had a really nice second half, I did not see any attacking outlet with the front three that they had going on there. And that was frustrating as an Arsenal fan because I've seen them attack well at times this season, but it just wasn't working for them until, shout out the manager, who I already forget his name, the under-21s manager. Do you know his name? I don't
Callum
know.
McFarlane.
Callum McFarlane. Shout out you, like crazy moment. You want to know what he did? He fucking had some stones, dude. At halftime, he hooked Esteval. He brought on Delap. He brought on what?
I thought you were making a weight joke.
Bro, no, man.
I'm sorry. Please continue.
But he did what he thought was right and brought off his players, and look what happened, man. Like it's great. And he brought on what's his name, the Brazilian guy, Andre Santos, and he played well too.
God, Enzo Fernandez, how happy were you when that goal went in,
Dude. Oh my God. And I've been like, I think a lot of people have been really, really harsh on Enzo because Caicedo has kind of been that upper echelon midfielder compared to Enzo, and their price tags are similar. But man, That was an Enzo performance. Like, that was an Enzo that I'm sure you totally watched in the Portuguese league.
Touche.
But anyway, that was like the performance that you want out of a midfielder who costed 100 million euros.
Yeah.
And especially when your other midfielder who's better is out, you want someone to step up, and that's what Enzo Fernandez did in this game. And he got the goal. It was scrappy. It was kind of Enzo Fernandez as a player, just kind of gritty, scrappy, getting in the right positions. And I don't know, City really need to look at themselves after this game. I remember I've seen Goldbridge talk about it. There was a lot of chances where City could have just squared the ball, could have just played it across, tap in, but they didn't. I don't know if they were selfish in this game. I don't know if there was something wrong with like the connectivity of the team. But the attacking outlets looked off. Haaland hit the post, which I thought he was going to score. But in the second half, like he didn't have much. The first half, he had chances. Second half, he didn't have much. The wingers did. But again, if this Haaland guy isn't scoring, they don't win games. And it's evident. Look at their last three.
Yeah,
like
he hasn't scored in any of them,
Yeah.
and they've been struggling.
And they've been struggling.
That's the problem that City's been struggling with all year. If it's either Haaland or nobody, really. Foden kind of hit his run of form, and that correlated with the scariest version of Man City we saw. Turkey's been popping in sometimes with them as well. And then, like, Reinders will occasionally, like, show himself, maybe. And then, like, besides that, you're relying on, like, some Jeremy Doku brilliance and everything. But, like, there's really not much else beyond that besides Haaland just being an absolute machine.
Yeah.
And they're very fortunate he is a machine, don't get me wrong. And they have a lot of chance creators that feed him very, very well. But it's not specifically when that Erling Haaland was not on it. I think he played all right today, but he's human. He's going to have games. He's going to have stretches where he's not scoring. And if you don't have somebody else picking up that load, then you know what? I don't want that to be, if I'm City, I don't want that to be the black and white, the only indicator of, you know, is that going to be the results, or is that going to be 2 more points dropped in the title race? And then teams build around that.
Yeah.
Teams adjust to that. If you only have to worry about Erling Haaland scoring, then teams are going to tighten up on Erling Haaland. It's going to become harder for Erling Haaland to score.
And
this is the Premier League.
And that is why what you say about City is so poetic in a sense, because
Thank you.
if they're not going to Haaland, and there was a chance in like the, I don't know what it was, 80th minute, they could have put it to bed. Haaland's running through. He's nowhere near going to get any through ball that Bernardo Silva is going to play. I think it's Bernardo Silva playing, running behind him. They try to force it to him when Bernardo Silva could have just kept carrying, maybe sprayed it out to the right or left, and you would have had a really good chance. He forces it to Haaland, and it's picked up by the keeper. Like, I think even though they are so talented, they have a lot of players, they have a lot of talent, like, if Haaland didn't come to this team 3 years ago now, where would they be? And that's a genuine question that I think you need to ask yourself. Like, where would this City team be if they didn't have this one player? Sure, Rodri had his Ballon d'Or year. Sure, they probably still would have won a title, maybe 2. Do they win the Champions League? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, I feel like...
You guys probably have another title or 2.
And I get it. One player can have that effect. But if one player has that much of an effect, that's not good.
Well, but City have also had teams that they've won without a striker, or they've had times where Haaland would go out and a Julian Alvarez would step in, and there would still be goals amongst the team.
That's fair.
Like there's been versions of City. I actually would argue this is the only version of City over the last few years where there's only really one goal threat.
And that's probably where I'm getting at. Like the last couple of seasons. But I mean, hey, you know, I guess we'll see what happens. Like, is Pep leaving at the end of the year? He might. Yeah,
but I mean, he was answering that, you know, I think there was, maybe he wasn't answering, but there were reports that he's the happiest he's ever been at City. I don't know if he's losing his mind, these little midlife crisis thing there. I don't know if he's getting into like some sort of like paddle activity or something or whatever, but like the reports are he looks really happy around the City training ground. I don't know. Maybe Ryan Cherky has come in and he's just giving Pep new life. I don't know.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Okay. It's been a very, very good day for Chelsea and a pretty bad week for Chelsea. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
If they get Liam Rosenior, what the fuck are they doing?
Which they are.
It seems like it. Is Liam Rosenior the most undeserved, like, top team coach of all time? Is Liam Rosnier the worst Chelsea coach of all time?
And he hasn't even managed a game, probably.
Maybe. If you're not including the interims, if you're not including...
Include the interims. Like,
no, they had this pretty bad Italian guy who I don't even remember the name of. But
dude, it's like, I get it. He's, what the big story in Ligue 1, like, I get it.
Not even, bro. They're like...
No, but it was it last year? That he, like, whatever he did with...
They were okay, but now it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh.
Strasbourg came... they had 16 wins. Let me see. Okay, find me where they finished last year. But they're 7th right now. They're not like the biggest deal in the world. You think of the managers that have been at the helm at Stamford Bridge, and you're thinking of greats. You're thinking of Antonio Conte. You're thinking of Thomas Tuchel. You're thinking about Carlo Ancelotti. You're thinking about Jose Mourinho. You're even thinking about Rafa Benitez. You're even thinking about Maurizio Sarri. Like, those are managers that didn't even work out there, but they're established managers or respected names that will walk into a dressing room and command respect. They'll walk into a press conference room and will strike fear in the journalists there or whatever, and will strike hope in fans.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want out of a manager. And if you don't have one of those... especially if it's not a manager with either the experience as a player for Chelsea or as the experience of a coach, then I don't see where any of those things come from. Liam Rosnier has been somewhat tactically good for Strasbourg sometimes. Rosnier's had maybe some good tactical performances as Strasbourg manager, but I don't think this is anything to write home about. Like, let's be honest. If Leeds fire their coach, are they going for Liam Rosnier? I don't think so. If Everton sack their coach, are they thinking about Liam Rosnier? I don't think so. If Aston Villa, if Newcastle, if Brighton, if any of these even mid-table teams sack their coach, maybe even any Premier League club sack their coach, they're not thinking about Liam Rosnier. But the only reason he's coming into Chelsea is not to do with football.
Yeah,
it's because he is going to be a yes man to Agbali and all of the Chelsea board and Bluco and Bowley, and he's not going to say no, and he's going to understand that he's not going to have any say when it comes to transfers, and he's not going to out the board in press conferences, and he's not going to make a ruckus in the media.
And that, like, it's getting eerily similar to what United went through not too long ago with like the manager who knows that there's an issue, right? Who knows that they need to spend more, who knows that they need to do more in the window and spend more money here and do all these things. But what happens? Maresca calls it out. He gets sacked, and they get Rosenior from Strasbourg, who obviously they're owned by Bluco, the Chelsea, whatever.
Yep.
So it's like any big company taking one head of here to here. When the head's here and you're just moving this, like, yeah, you want to know what's not going to cost you any money? Hiring in-house. Like, I'm not a Chelsea fan by any stretch of the means, but as a Chelsea adjacent fan in my household, it's ridiculous to see that there's such a lack of emphasis on trying to do anything well for the team and just focusing on what's the cheapest, what will help be a yes man. Exactly what you said, Julian.
You're bringing in the CEO's son who just graduated college.
Yeah.
You know? There's some senior VP position up for grabs here, and you're bringing in someone completely unqualified.
And who was the United manager that said, like, we need to sell 20 players? Who was that again?
That was Ralph Rangnick.
That was Rangnick.
Yes.
I'm not saying the United Chelsea situations are similar in that sense, but
I think they're more similar than you think.
But like that's, but it seems I'm hearing the same things. The yes man, the guy who was the scapegoat, the guy who, actually may have had some good ideas, but ultimately didn't get to do his thing because the management was done with him and wouldn't allow him the control that he deserved.
Chelsea's model is crooked because it breaks all the tradition of football gone by, which is the manager being an integral part of the direction of the club.
That's a good point.
Chelsea have come in and they have been everything, been the norm, been all of that, where we have to take input from our manager in terms of what players we're buying, what tactical system we're going to employ. Basically, I wouldn't even consider Chelsea having a manager. Chelsea have 4 or 5 people that decide what tactical system they want to play, what kind of players they want to bring in, the age profiles of those players, who is going to go, what profit those players are going to make, and the overall financial, not only the overall financial direction of the team from a top-down perspective, but in the weeds, day-to-day operations, these guys want to do everything. There were reports that Chelsea's board was clashing with Maresca over team selection. Team selection. Team selection. If there is one thing you don't clash with your managers doing an okay job with, it's team selection. It's the players that he picks weeks to week. I understand if, you're concerned about Reece James's injury load, but if you're concerned about Aaron Anselmo coming in, getting a couple of minutes, and then moving on for a profit, you don't care about Chelsea in the way that you should. So the way that this board operates is they just want to control everything, including the responsibilities of a traditional football manager. And then they just want to bring in a puppet manager to take the title, but really they just want to bring in a head coach, a guy that will execute the ideas coming from the board. Not specifically for tactical reasons, not because, he did this at this club, we want to implore this kind of style, we think our players would fit this manager's philosophy, none of that. Just this manager is going to listen, adhere, and execute on the style of football that we, the board, the 4 or 5 people here, want to execute on. And that is such a backwards way of running a football club and so untraditional to how football clubs have always been run. And from a United perspective, I think we'll talk about it a little more later in the episode. I'm worried about it because I see shades of it happening with Amorim right now. And if that happens, then we're going to get let me check who the Nice coach is. Then expect, who is this guy? Lucien Favre.
Yeah, he's good. Well,
to come into United.
No, you're right. And I mean, this is speculation, but I've seen Chelsea accounts talk about Maresca potentially having a 14 million compensation package. Something around that, 14 million euros.
That's crazy.
So much money that he walked away from because of how disrespected he felt in the job. That's not telling of what the hell's going on with them. And the only reason why this isn't like a United situation where it looks worse and it is bad because the league positioning hasn't been as bad as United because they spend money. That's the only reason why. They don't spend money well. They just spend money. And it's how many darts are you going to throw until you finally hit one when you throw 1 million darts? You're going to hit on something. So anyway. But I would love to go to United because the situations were similar if you're talking about the Rangnick era and you could make the argument that they're similar now too.
Yeah. So United now under this ownership would never hire Rangnick to be a head coach because Rangnick is 1, too critical, 2, too fucking honest.
Yeah.
Rangnick was coming in talking about open heart surgery, and the Glazers, who I guess didn't know better than to hire this guy, was he's doing more damage than good right now in terms of a PR perspective. We're just going to let him go because he was supposed to be our director of football, but that just got canceled. United drew 1-1 at Ellen Road, and I'm not feeling good about it.
It's 2 really bad performances in a row. I mean, the Wolves game actually didn't play that bad.
2 points from Wolves and Leeds. No, we played like shit against Wolves, bro.
I thought you played well in that game.
Oh, no. I think we played even worse against Wolves. Oh. I mean, I think both teams were kind of shit.
yeah, maybe
in
we
this
did.
game here. But against Wolves, like, bro, you could have made an argument that Wolves deserved to win. Honestly, in the second half, they had so many chances.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
It was the Villa game I was thinking of. Villa game you played all right.
Yeah, Villa game we played all right. That seems forever ago now.
Right? But yeah, no, it's hilarious but it's not even hilarious anymore. What is hilarious is I want to get this out of the way. Šeško sucks. I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you over Gyokeres for so long and then defend Šeško.
Fair. We can move on.
Yeah, he was...
Hayden, you're a fraud as well.
Why is he a fraud?
He made a mistake.
Why did Hayden make a mistake? What mistake did Hayden make?
On the goal.
Oh, wait, Hayden Heaven. Oh, I heard Hayden.
No,
I thought you were shouting out like a friend. I'm like,
no,
who is Hayden?
Aiden.
Oh, Aiden.
Maybe I said Hayden. I meant Aiden.
Yeah.
I meant
Aiden Heaven. Yeah. Aiden Heaven kind of fell asleep on the Leeds goal.
It really, it was bad, but it's whatever. He's still fine. But fuck you.
Cheeto
Obi Martin's a fraud. Isn't Cheeto Obi Martin literally like leaving the under 17s? I feel like I've seen something like that.
Something like that. I mean, he's in such an irrelevant space right now that I have not been hearing about it. Which is really weird because, I mean, he was scoring like a fucking machine for our youth academy.
Yeah.
And whenever he plays, he does score like a machine.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening. I think maybe he plays under 21s. Maybe he's struggling there. Maybe the coach doesn't play him as much. Maybe we're looking for a loan opportunity for him. I don't know.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Yeah, like where do you even talk to me briefly about the Leeds game and what you think went wrong?
Two separate conversations.
And then we'll get into the broader,
you know,
press conference part of it all. But like, what went wrong in this game? Do you think?
What went wrong is we started 6 defensive players. Patrick Dorgu was the 10, and our bench was the following: Joshua Xerxes, Godwill Kukonki, Tyler Frederickson, Tyrell Malacia, Jack Fletcher, Tyra Fletcher, Bendito Mantanto, and Shea Lacey. How many of those names do you recognize, Blake?
Who's Bendito Mantanto?
Well, he played against Wolves, and he was horrendous.
Oh my God.
So United, in this little vacuum of form, we are in an injury crisis. Players are away for AFCON, and we knew these players were going to go away for AFCON, so I don't want to use that as too much an excuse. But our best player this season, Harry Maguire, is injured. We would have anticipated Kobe Mainu taking up more of a role right now. He is out injured right now. Mason Mount was hitting some really good form, and it seemed like he could carry us through some results. He is injured right now. Harry Maguire and Matthijs de Ligt been really, really solid this year, low-key. They are both injured right now. So it's really difficult. It's really difficult because those are all players playing in positions that are like the core of this Amorim team. It is pivot midfielders, it is 10s, it is center backs.
Yeah.
That's like the most important part, right? And yeah, so when you're playing Casemiro, Ugarte, and then Cunha, Dorgu, and Šeško in front of them, then yeah, it's going to be not pretty. But this team, no matter the injuries, should be picking up at least 4 points against Wolves and then against Leeds. Yeah. There's no excuse, bro. I know Ellen Road is really difficult. I was not expecting a good performance at all. Yeah. And I was anticipating, like, you know, difficult points if we were to get any. Ellen Road, classic rivalry, at least to that team. It was going to be a difficult fixture always. 12:30 kickoff, banana peel, you know, but yeah, performance was really, really bad. And Šeško here particularly is going to get the absolute brunt of it from the fans. He had a couple instances where he had this one chance where he was offside, but he didn't know he was offside when he was going for this chance. Right. Casemiro sent in a really good ball, and he was basically right on the 6-yard line and just sent it way, way, way wide. Wasn't really good in his hold-up play today. Had a couple of chances where you were like, oh, you have to score there. And there's been multiple of those with Benjamin Šeško where it's just like, oh, it's not even the fact that he has bad service, because that has kind of subsided in the last few games, I'm being completely honest. Like, I feel like Benjamin Šeško has been getting better service, but his finishing has been not good at all. I'm very worried about Benjamin Šeško. Very worried about Benjamin Šeško. He's in the United striker cycle right now where you come in, the environment is horrible, the system is rocky, you're not getting much service, the media is on you. The fans are starting to turn. Your confidence lowers. Players don't pass to you as much because your confidence is lower and you're not finishing very well. And it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Sesko is not better than Hoyland. Sesko is not an upgrade on Hoyland from last season. We spent $60 million on someone that is not an upgrade on our striker who's doing terrible last year.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that Sesko is a worse player than Hoyland on their day, but clearly there's something about being the striker for Man United right now that is absolutely horrendous. I can go player by player, man. Like Luke Shaw is just not up to it anymore. Ugarte had an okay game today, but whenever he's partnered up with Casemiro, you're never going to be having a good viewing experience. Dalot was playing basketball. Dorgu is okay, but he's clearly out of position. He looks very, very uncomfortable. Mateus Cunha, the only guy out there that wants to do anything. And, you know, Sonny Lamans is like the only player that I'm really looking at with like complete happiness right now.
He's been a good
bleak.
signing.
Yeah.
He's been a really good signing.
Joshua Zirkzee came on, got the assist for Cunha's goal. He looked pretty decent. Many people will be arguing that Amorim should have started Zirkzee, but Zirkzee's looked terrible in recent games.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't deserved a starting place. So I'm not even that upset about it, but yeah, I'm very, very bleak right now at United. I'm in a perpetual kind of cycle of like not wanting to overreact, but then results like this happen, and then comments like this happen, and it seems like the manager himself is overreacting. So then I don't know how to feel. Yeah, like it's getting harder and harder to preach patience, and yeah, it's tough.
So let's pour some salt in the wound. Talk to me about the aftermath of this game.
Do you have the quote?
I can get it. Yeah.
Okay,
I can get it.
So Amorim, to the best of my knowledge, was saying something like he reiterated like 4 times in his press conference, something that we harped on like 10 minutes ago. I am the manager, not the head coach. The manager, not the head coach of Manchester United. I want to have input on everything. I don't just want to be the guy that comes in and picks the team and then that's it. He goes home. He wants to have an overarching impact on the team and execute his philosophy and get backed for it. So if you didn't see the press conference with Amorim today, it was rough. He was talking existentially about his time at United. Do you have it?
Yeah, essentially he said exactly what Julian said. He's talking about how he came directly from him. I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not the coach. And then he also said that after 18 months,
Which is how left
in his contract.
Yep.
Or until the board decide to go with someone else, then he's done. That's pretty much what he's saying. Is there a language barrier?
I don't even think so. He speaks great English.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Like
bro.
Amorim's always been almost truthful to a fault, and that's kind of gotten him in some trouble, I'd say. But here, I mean, I don't know where he's off base. I really don't.
That's the part that hurts a lot, because your manager is supposed to be the one that comes in and looks at things half glass full, and he's supposed to be the one that instills that hope in you and gives you the confidence to not lose hope in him and the team and not lose your sanity. But it looks like he's losing his. And when your manager's losing his, then it's concerning, dude. It's really concerning. Like, clearly, I was telling you this before we started recording, Blake. Amorim, like, it's clear as day to me what's happening with Amorim. He's had a conversation with the Manchester United board in the past week about recruitment in January. He said, I need X, Y, and Z this window. If we want to push for Champions League, I need this amount of money for you guys to give me to go spend on these players. And the board has said, Ruben, pipe down. That is Jason Wilcox's job. That is Omar Barada's job. That is... I forget the other guy's name, but that is Christopher Pavel's job. I got it.
Damn.
Leave this part to us. You just go out and coach the team. And something in that has really triggered something, because Amorim would not come out with that line about being the manager, not the head coach, which he clearly prepared because he kept harping on that over and over and over and over again. He clearly had a conversation with the board saying like, hey, you need to include me in these conversations. I am the manager, not just the head coach, not just the guy that's going to be picking the team every single week, ironing out the tactics, and just going out there, being at the game, going home, and not having to sort of say on what you guys in your offices want to do. Help me, is what he's saying. And they're not giving him the support. So my thing with Amorim has always been back him until the end of the season. And I don't just mean like stick with him, don't fire him until the end of the season. I mean, give him the players that he wants in January, as long as those players like fit in with the overall plan of United. And like, give him a chance, give him a shot. Like, we are going to sack another manager without giving him a proper shot. With Erik ten Hag, he had his problems, but we did not sell enough of the bad apples, and it took us losing so much with Amorim for us to figure that out. With Amorim, clearly, there's a midfield problem. He wanted a midfielder in the summer, and the board didn't deliver. And now we're in January. Clearly, he wants backing, and they're not going to give it to him. So what the fuck? So are we going to get to February and it's going to be so bad that they sack Amorim again? I don't know what happens. I don't know. Or this is a 4D chess move from Amorim actually causing the board to spend money on him.
Maybe. All I'm seeing from an outside perspective is that right now it seems like your fan base is split in half.
It is, dude.
There's one half that is like, Amorim is right. Obviously, it's been on the owners. Despite the change, despite whatever, it's always been on the owners, and it's continuously going to be on the owners. Or the other side, which is Amorim has been the most inept manager we've ever had, and he's wanted to leave pretty much ever since we brought him in, and all he does is complain and blah, 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 and he doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. And it's split right down the middle. And that is such a horrendous place to be. Because, like, what do you do? What do you do? You cannot sack Amorim, but if the results don't come, it's the same cycle. So what breaks the cycle? I don't know. I'm sure Bruno and some guys back definitely help run the ship. But for a team that like was 15th last year and are now at least not fighting with relegation, it seems like the fact that it seems like the narrative hasn't even improved just shows the level of foolery that's going on here. And I don't know. I'm like almost sorry.
We're like 20% better than last year.
Yeah.
But it's not saying much because we were so diabolically terrible last year. But yeah, it's just bleak. Like you don't know what to do. Like I'm checked out of this United conversation. When I'm on here not really getting that upset, that's when you know it's really bad for United. Yeah. I don't know. Like I've kind of felt this way with United for over a year now. Like it's just very like
that's fair.
Numbing.
It was just telling this news coming out. That press conference was very telling for me.
Yeah.
And like that bit of juiciness you don't always see.
So there were also reports that came out in the past couple of hours that Amorim has been having beef with our sporting director, Jason Wilcox. Jason Wilcox is former Man City, but then also like a little bit like under the cosh as well. We don't know like specifically like how good he is. Was he just part of a really good City team, or was he kind of like leading it? So I really don't know. Like there's clearly been a clash there where I think in the report Jason Wilcox had issues with Amorim's tactical approach. Amorim was having issues with Wilcox not really letting him in on transfers that much. And this is why so many managers get sacked around the winter time, because the conversations start happening about what they're going to do in January. And most of the time managers don't get backed, and that causes even more rifts, and that gives them even more cause to sack said managers. And there you go.
Well, I mean, it definitely sucks to be a United fan right now, and
Thanks.
I'm just calling it as it is. But let's go to another team quickly that I want to touch on.
Please.
Just West Ham. That's kind of all I have to say because I thought Wolves were bad.
Yo, bro, hot take. Wolves are I think Wolves are underrated. I think Wolves are underrated, bro. I've been saying this.
You've been saying they're underrated when they've had 2 points the entire season.
Yes. They are bad. They are bad. Don't get me wrong. But they're not as bad as that Sheffield United team who had the record before them.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
well,
bro.
clearly they have 6 now, and you gave them one of them, so.
They are even when they had less points in the triangle, like I was saying that Wolves are a better team than that Sheffield United team a couple of years back. Like I remember that Sheffield United team, bro. Like what players do they have that are still relevant in the Premier League?
I have no idea.
None. Absolutely none.
I mean, just talking about the relegation race as a whole, I think it's pretty much set in stone, though.
I think they're still relegated for sure.
No, I mean all 3.
All 3?
And I know things can drastically change. Like I can't see any team dropping down. Forest maybe, like Leeds maybe, Bournemouth are not going down. Palace, and then it's Palace. Like West Ham being in the championship less than 2 years removed from winning the Conference League is remarkable. Crazy, man. Crazy. After Arsenal should have gave him.
I don't know. I mean, West Ham just made 2 big signings. I'm not the biggest fan of at least one of them.
Who they signed?
This Castellanos guy from Napoli.
Cool.
I'm seeing on my timeline Napoli fans celebrating how much they got for him.
Okay.
And just celebrating that he's not on their team anymore. When I'm seeing that, it's usually not a good sign.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. We can. That's all I really have to say. There's not much.
Oh, with this Wolves team, like Mateus Mane is a player.
Bro,
I see a
also,
player there.
like, who is that, bro? Like, he balled against Arsenal. I was like, who are you?
Exactly. He balled against United too. I'm like, who is this?
I know.
18 years old? Like, damn. Like, Hwang Hee-chan, I think, is a decent little player. They have John Arias as well, who was doing very good in the Club World Cup. He scored this past week. He really struggled to his beginning at thing, but like Mascara has been in the Prem for a good couple of years. Jose Sa obviously is a name we know. João Gomez, like we were hyping up João Gomez as like the next Wolves guy after Mateus Cunha to get that big money move.
It's okay.
Bro, no, seriously. And then like they have Jorgensen Larsson as well. Like he's a great striker.
I think people want him to be a great striker. I think he's a talented young player that could do well.
Fur Lopez was making a couple of appearances for Wolves off the bench that I saw people talking about Fur Lopez is like, whoa, like who is this guy? He's worth like 20 mil you can get for him.
You know what? I'm so happy
for
you
him.
Found solace.
But the problem with these guys is Fur Lopez, 21 years old. Mateus Mane, 18 years old. Like we're talking about guys that are either not experienced in leading a team.
Yes.
Coming from outside of Europe or super young.
Yeah.
You know? So, and then I think it really snowballed into a horrendous run of form. But now, if they can pick it up, they could finish on like 16 points.
Wow. And we spent...
They will get relegated.
Right.
Still, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But they will finish on like 15, 16 points.
I'm so happy we spent so long on Wolves today. Thank you for that.
Cheers, mate. Welcome to the Six Share Box Podcast, everybody.
Another relegation candidate, in my opinion. Spurs, man. Let's do the flip side. Let's talk about Sunderland first.
Please.
What Sunderland have done this Premier League, we just haven't seen before. We never have. Name me one Premier League promoted team that has taken points off of Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Newcastle, Spurs.
Yeah, they're tough, dude.
It's
they're really
ridiculous. The mindset of this Sunderland team, like they're literally like bees. Like it's funny. They're like worker bees.
Yeah,
they never stop running. They never stop pressing. The Xhaka signing might be the best signing of like the 21st century, bro. Like how much can this player affect a team? And you're seeing it. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that?
I thought you were going to say like best signing of the season.
Bro.
Most underrated.
Dude, Sunderland, don't lose. They don't lose. They lost to City, and that's it. And then they took points off of City in the next time they met them.
Yeah. No, they are.
What they're doing is crazy. Like Enzo Lafitte, who we knew was talented, but he's balling out. Like they've had like 2 strikers sharing the spotlight. First it was Isidore, then Robbie came in. Like Robin Roofs, they got him in, and he's now like one of the best keepers in the world. Sorry, let's relax. In the Premier League,
Jesus
which
Christ,
could be
bro.
the world. Who knows? Like they're sitting 8th right now, but for a Premier League team that just got promoted to be 4 points off of 4th place, 20 games into the season, what they're doing as a whole should be applauded forever. Reggie Labrie is cementing himself as one of the best managers in Europe.
Okay, bro. Too far.
But why?
You crossed the line there.
But bro, you do this all the time. You just glazed random fucking Wolves players for doing absolutely
on
nothing.
On the surface, we are praising Sunderland for drawing with a team 6 places below them. Spurs are shit, dude.
Yeah, and I'm talking about every other thing they've done for the rest of the season. Sunderland have 4 draws on the trot, which isn't great. But what they've done 20 games into the season is solidified they're in the Premier League next year. That was their goal. They wanted to stay up. 20 games into the season, Sunderland are not getting relegated. They're not.
Yeah.
They just got promoted. They haven't been in the Premier League for what, 10 years? And now, 20 games into a season, halfway through a season, they're safe. Like they're essentially safe. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude.
So they deserve all the credit. Spurs are a dumpster fire continuously. I have no idea what's going on with them. I don't know. I have nothing really to say other than the fact that it's more of the exact same shit.
So I'm very surprised by the glaze fest you just gave Sunderland. I applaud you for that. The clip will go hard. However, I was a little bit like interested in like the mid-off that we were going to get in this game because Spurs, horrible at home.
Yeah.
Sunderland, horrible away from home. I was like, man, stoppable force versus movable object. Crazy.
Which
we have here.
ultimately, this game was garbage.
Yes.
It wasn't good.
Oh, you tuned in?
I did the highlights.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. The highlight pack was rough.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Oh, fair.
And like at the end of the day, all I can do is just sit here and applaud Sunderland for doing their job. But Spurs again are so toothless. I don't see the plan. And like, when does another manager domino fall for them? Because it's looking like it's sooner rather than later.
Sunderland continue to be like Spurs are shit. Absolutely agree
Yeah.
with you. I'm still on the Sack Thomas Frank train.
Yeah.
I don't know who with a footballing brain wouldn't be at this point in time.
Yeah.
However, Sunderland have been one of the best fairy tales in the Premier League this season. I mean, think one of the best in Europe so far this season. It's actually a fantastic segue because if I was to go down to my Premier League predictions, I had Sunderland 18th.
Oh.
And why do you watch this podcast? I ask. No, I'm kidding.
For ball knowledge. Do you
Like
want-
just going off my Premier League predictions, I had Burnley in 20th, Leeds at 19th, Sunderland at 18th. I just had all 3 of the promoted teams going right back down. And hey, I'm 2 for 3. No, I'm not.
No, you're
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm 1 for 3. Oh, god damn it, dude. Who did you have?
I had going down Burnley, Leeds, and Wolves. So I knew Wolves would be
fair,
shit.
fair enough. I had Wolves 16th this
No,
year.
all I had was Wolves. And then, okay. Should we do this? You want to go here?
Like just like kind of like quick fire, but
Yeah, quick fire. So
17th I had Brentford. Let me pull up the actual.
we didn't do 17 to, we didn't do the full table.
Oh, I did extra.
Oh, so we'll go off of yours because
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't do those.
So have the Premier League table in front of you.
Okay,
While
I
I,
have it
round
in
off my
front of me.
predictions. 17th I had Brentford.
Which is Forest.
How far? Like, tell me how far off.
Brentford are in 7th.
It's like really close though, guys. It's really close.
To be fair, I had Brentford not in the top 10 either. So fair.
16th I had Wolves.
That's Leeds right now. So close.
Okay. 15th I had Crystal Palace.
That's Bournemouth.
Oh, Crystal Palace are close though.
Yeah, Crystal Palace are 14th.
Okay. 14th I had Bournemouth.
So that we'll give you that, I guess.
Interchangeable. 13th I had Fulham.
Fulham are 11th.
Okay, not bad. 12th I had West Ham.
That's Everton.
Yep. Yeah. 11th I have Everton.
Okay. which are Fulham right now.
West Ham are 18th.
Yeah.
Correct. 11th I had Everton. 10th I had Nottingham Forest.
Okay, so this is where I come in. 10th, I had 3 teams, which is great. But I'm gonna shout that I had Forest too, even though we're in 17th. So fair.
Somebody check the video.
Who's your
bro.
9?
9 I had Brighton.
I had Palace in 9, and Palace are 14th, so not
I'm
great.
remembering now we had very similar Premier League predictions.
Yeah, Newcastle are in 9th right now.
I had Newcastle 8th.
Okay, that's Sunderland, and I had Newquay in 8th as well. So
Fair.
Yeah.
7th I have United.
So did I, which are Brentford, obviously.
Okay. 6th I have Spurs.
So, why do we have the same? Oh, you're right. I also had Spurs, and they've
Yep.
been terrible.
Yeah, and Spurs are horrendous this year.
6th
5th I had Aston Villa.
Villa, okay, so did I. Jesus Christ. Which is 5th is Chelsea.
Okay. But Villa are doing good, so there you go. 4th I had Chelsea.
4th I had City, which is clearly not aging well, but
Jesus,
that's fair.
man. 3rd I had Liverpool.
I had Chelsea 3rd, which is also not aging well.
Where is Liverpool? Are they 3rd?
Liverpool are 4th.
Okay. Villa are 3rd, obviously. 2nd, I had Arsenal. 1st, I had City. You had those interchanged.
I had Pool 2nd.
Oh,
and then-
yes, you did.
Yeah, and then I had Arsenal 1st.
Yeah, bro. I remember how much heat I caught for Liverpool 3rd. I said Liverpool were going to have a disappointing season.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah, when they were like
I
title
thought it was going to be
favorites.
City, and it did kind of sort of start off like that. Not
Yeah.
really, but
Yeah.
anyway, okay.
So I think that's my biggest pull. Like I said, Liverpool were going to be a disappointment this year, which in August was a crazy take. Like they just signed Alexander Isak, and I was like, no, they're coming not in the top 2. Like that was a crazy take. The rest are a little bit shoddy. But hey, these are Premier League predictions, man. These are Premier League predictions. I'm most proud as well of my Bournemouth take. My Bournemouth take was getting a lot of heat at the start of the year, right? Like they were in like the top 4 at one point. Since then, since late October, they have not won a game. So give me that one.
Fair.
Anyways, moving across Europe.
Sure.
Unless there's any other
well,
news
quick
here.
Liverpool.
Oh, of course.
I don't want to say anything except that Cody Gakpo, you're a loser. Liverpool fans, you're all losers, and you're still shit. I'm so happy. Like their downfall could not be more well timed. Like I think they just lucked into one of the easiest Premier League titles I've ever seen in my life. Like genuinely last season because they had no competition whatsoever.
No, bro,
And
you were
look what
competition, bro.
No. Competition to what?
Yeah, because
January?
you guys were so shit.
Exactly. Liverpool suck. Fulham W.
Vert's goal though,
I'm not moved.
that's 2 and 3.
Wow. 150 million. Score me 20 more of those. Maybe I'll start talking about it. Cross Europe.
Hey, shout out to what was his name again?
Gonzalo Garcia.
No, Harrison Reed.
Oh, the long shot. Yeah, it was
Harrison Reed.
Disgusting.
Goal of the season.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Goal of the season. I think so.
Crazy.
I can't think of any others right now. Goal of the season. Okay. Gonzalo Garcia.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Gonzalo Garcia. Because what were you saying a couple weeks ago about Gonzalo Garcia?
I was saying that Gonzalo Garcia was one of the flops of the year because from what he did at the Club World Cup, I expected more of him, albeit he hasn't had a lot of starting time. And what happens? Mbappe's hurt. He starts and he scores a hat trick. So what do I know? What do I know? Clearly nothing. Yeah, I mean, good for him, man. Good for Madrid for just like finding new things. They need that. They need some fresh blood. They need some like things to latch on and feel good about because there hasn't been a lot of it in the last couple of weeks.
Ricardo Rodriguez played in this game. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. In the big 26. I
Damn.
can say that now. Wow.
Damn, it is 26.
Wow. Pablo Fornal started this game. I mean, he's been at Betis for a long time.
That's crazy.
Obviously, Anthony played as well. Yeah. Mark Bartra, shout out. Okay. I've been saying this about Gonzalo Garcia for so much time now. You were saying most overrated player of 2025.
Or
and I'm
was
like,
that, yeah.
brother, Victor Gyokeres was right there. But secondly, I said, the problem with Gonzalo Garcia is he's getting garbage minutes. You were like, he's got 1 goal in 17 games. Yeah, he's averaging 5 minutes a game. So my thing is like, unless Kylian Mbappe gets hurt or Vinny or Rodrigo leave, then this man is never going to touch the field, and rightly so, because why would you get over them in this Galacticos team? I'm sorry, but you don't have that street cred no matter how good you did in the Club World Cup. Lo and behold, Mbappe is injured in this game with an injury that will keep him out until like late January, so nothing like crazy long term. But this kid comes in and he scores a perfect hat trick, I think. First one is a header at the back post. Great little little left, right to lose a defender and then get there. And then second one, fantastic goal. Took it on his chest and then right foot, far post, bang. And then third goal, little left foot behind the heel flick into the opposite corner. Keeper.
I guess you're right.
Beautiful.
I guess you're right.
It's not even one of those like penalty, tap in,
No.
lucky to be there type goal. No, like Gonzalo Garcia was there and he had other chances as well. Like he looked spectacular in this game. Genuinely. Spectacular in this
He's got the sauce, bro. He's got the sauce.
He does, bro. And we've been forgetting this because we've barely seen this man this season. And it makes sense. Like it sucks. It sucks because what's going to happen now for Gonzalo Garcia, I feel so bad for Gonzalo Garcia because Kylian Mbappe is going to come back and Xabi Alonso is probably not going to bench Vinny because there's that little beef there and it's going to be that front two again and he's just going to be that bench option now and we're not going to hear about Gonzalo Garcia again until the summer maybe. It sucks. Yeah. It really sucks. If Endrick has a really good loan spell at Lyon as well, then Endrick's going to come back and he might even be in the pecking order ahead of Gonzalo Garcia, right? Like he has to put in some really good performances until Kylian Mbappe comes back, which I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
But once Mbappe does come back, no matter how good he is in January, like he is not touching significant game time until the summer probably, which sucks. Yeah. Yeah. As well in this game, I guess shout out the other Garcia as well. He grabbed a goal. Shout out Raul Asensio, who grabbed one as well, although he was low-key at fault for the Betis goal. Like that was kind of like a comedy of errors there from Rudiger, from Courtois, from Asensio.
Didn't really matter though, but
didn't really matter there. Like this is a Galacticos performance. Like this is what you're happy with.
Yep.
Like this is you go to the Bernabeu, you watch Real Madrid. They're 2-0 up after or 3-0 up after an hour, and you're chilling. They don't get on the second gear, and you're like, all right, let's go home. Great viewing. This is Real Madrid for you. We don't have many like Real Madrid performances like this. It's usually more squeaky bum time.
No, you're 100% right.
So shout out to them, man. Some will theorize that Gonzalo Garcia was just Joselu this whole time, and you just had to keep the core of the 2024 Champions League winners, and you didn't have to bring in Mbappe at all.
Well, of course you didn't have to bring in Mbappe.
Obviously, you didn't have to bring in Mbappe, but like on the level of like they would be better if Mbappe never came.
I mean,
is there a world where no matter how good Mbappe has been, Real Madrid have always been better without Mbappe? Is there a world where that
so were
exists?
PSG?
Hey.
Is he a problem?
Hey. But like this, are we overreacting? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like if Real Madrid have had the 4-4-2 with Vinny and Gonzalo Garcia up top, then would they be in as good of a position right now? As good of a position right now? Probably. Like this was a really, really good performance from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
It was. Obviously, those defensive issues would still be there and everything. Like, you could also make the argument that if you had Mbappe in the place of Vinny, then they would be even better. Obviously,
yeah. Of course,
it's that setup there. So I don't know. It was kind of like also more of like it's like a 4-3-3 kind of. It looks like sometimes with Vinny just on the left and Rodrigo on the right. Like sometimes it looked like a 4-4-2. Like it was very confusing, but I don't know.
Good for them.
Yeah.
On the other side of the top of the table, Barca also won 2-0. This one I just saw as like a Barca win, like a comfortable Barca.
No, it was a tough Barca win.
Was it?
Bro, they didn't score their first goal till the 85th minute.
Oh, it was the 2-0.
Yes.
And then it was the 85th and the
Yes.
91st. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Bro, and this was against a very hostile Espanyol team.
Talk to me about that.
So they're city rivals, which sometimes gets forgotten
Yeah.
because, it's fucking Espanyol, respectfully. But specifically, this was Johan Garcia's return to Espanyol.
Oh, I did see this.
There were reports in the lead up to this game that the Espanyol fans were going to bring live rats in the stands and throw it at Johan Garcia.
That's crazy. And it was getting a little chippy.
Like police were there. Like it was very, very chippy.
Yeah.
It was obvious. It was always going to be a tough fixture for Barcelona. And Real Madrid were probably looking at that game as like, this is a good opportunity for Espanyol to take points off Barcelona. That did not happen. Executed very, very well. Johan Garcia put in such a good performance to shut up the fans. And that'll just do wonders for him. Wonders for him.
He's a good keeper.
If you want to talk about confidence builders, that is the game right there. He had an amazing point-blank header save that he tipped over the bar. He had a bunch of other chances that he tipped wide. Like he's always looked so assuring this season, but this was his best performance of the season, I would say. And then it was freaking oh my god, what's his name? I have more ball. Oh my goodness, bro, the midfielder.
Dani Olmo?
No, not Dani Olmo.
What are you talking about?
The young midfielder for Barcelona that I'm forgetting right now. The workhorse in midfield, the attacking midfielder.
Oh, Fermin.
Lopez,
yeah.
bro. Oh my goodness, L ball knowledge, dude. Jesus Christ, it's 10:30, guys.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Fermin Lopez, did he come on in that game?
He came on a half, yeah.
He came on a half. He did excellent
Two
for both
assists.
goals. The first goal specifically he turned his defender in midfield, ran, laid it off to Dani Olmo, and fucking fantastic. You actually know what it was. It was the Foden assist to Eze for England.
Oh.
Such a good assist there from You know what? I wanna give all the credit to Fermin
There
Lopez
you
on
go.
that one. It was such a beautiful finish by
man.
Dani Olmo. But yeah.
Barca have won their last 4 games 2-0, which doesn't really matter. One of them was a random game in the Copa del Rey, but
So I was looking at I saw 433 post about like the 2025 table, like the calendar year table of each league. I think it was it you guys up top? No, I think it was City.
City's at the top.
It was City up top.
Yeah.
But it was Barcelona up top of La Liga's.
Makes sense,
On
obviously.
97 points. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, like they barely lost at all this year.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes we were talking about Barcelona as like almost in like crisis mode. Oh my God, Hansi Flick figured out like 97 points in 34 games, was it? 38 maybe? Fucking insane. So yeah, like they're doing an excellent job. I don't think they've dropped points since that Valencia game. I could be completely wrong.
I think you're right. And what's kind of good about that too is they're kind of reassuring all of those defensive issues that you were scared about going into this season. They are just defensively really solid. In the Champions League, they've had struggles and that's been a thing. But yeah, ever since the El Clasico
Holy fuck.
they lost,
They haven't dropped points since
the El Clasico.
the El Clasico. Wow.
They've
Holy
been
shit.
on a crazy run.
Oh, it was the Sevilla game that we were worried about, not the
Yes.
Valencia one.
So they
Yes.
have Sociedad on the 18th, which will be tough, potentially.
I mean, we've been saying that, bro.
but yeah, I don't know. Good for them.
Damn, bro.
They're-
Barcelona are
they're
in
cooking.
fantastic form. Just got to bring that over to Champions League, brothers.
Yeah. I want to go to PSG quickly, just to highlight the fact that they're not
Shout
top.
out Antoine.
They're not top.
Flew back to Canada today.
Well, fuck you. Your team sucks. No, I'm kidding. Well, they do, bro. Like, I want to see a world where PSG do not win the league. And it's not going to happen. But they're 1 point behind RC Lens, bro. And that, in its entirety, is a farce.
Chelsea, get this manager.
Yeah,
hell you
bro.
doing, man?
Bro, yeah. Get Pierre Sage.
Well known in the community.
Yeah,
like-
PSG will be fine. It's just like imagine they actually don't win though. Like what?
Oh, embarrassing, bro.
Like what?
Nothing happens. Enrique's not getting sacked. Like nothing. honestly, like nothing really happens. I just think they come to 26, 27 with a little more vengeance, a little more of a chip on their shoulder, and then they'll be amazing. That's it. Like, honestly, I don't even think PSG would be that stressed if they lose.
They don't care, bro.
Maybe they will, but like it's the Champions League that they care about, and I think they'll go out of the Champions League. Sorry, but I don't think they'll go back to back. If they go on the Champions League in like the round of 16, which isn't impossible, but if they do, then they'll just lock it on the league. They'll waltz to it, you know. RC Lens, if I'm checking their team, like, how many players here do I know?
I know. Like, hit me.
Otson Edouard, I know.
Yep, of course. Celtic legend.
Florian Thauvin, I know.
Thauvin,
Marseille legend.
Marseille legend.
I'm looking at Wesley Said.
Center back?
Left winger.
Okay.
I'm looking at Malang Sarr. Chelsea legend. Wow.
Absolutely. That's a good pull.
Yo, his foot birthday card.
Yeah, the pink one, bro.
Yeah. And then on the bench here, I'm looking at. All
right.
Absolutely.
Who's their goalie?
Buddy.
Who's their goalie, perchance?
Their goalkeeper is the well-known Robin Risser. He's 21, to be fair.
All right, fair enough.
He's 21. You know who he looks like? Pantilimon.
Really? Let me see. Low key, yeah. Shout out Robin Risser, bro. Shout out. Ooh, okay. I mean, then around the rest of Italy, which is the last team, Napoli. You know I can't do Serie A. I can't do it.
Juventus choked because.
Thank you.
Jonathan David missed
because he Panenka the penalty, did he not?
Oh,
yeah.
It's gonna be so bad.
Like, I really want to hype my boys up. And the only player I'm excited to watch at the World Cup is okay, that's a lie. I'm excited to watch
the only player, crazy.
But the only player who I expect to show up is Davies, and he's coming off an ACL. So that's not really the best.
I don't know, man. You won't catch me speaking bad on a Canadian player in here. You know, like, I feel bad for him. It was a rare start this season. It would have taken a lot of confidence too to even take that penalty off the more experienced starters. But I mean, he's really good at penalties. Like, he scored a lot of penalties for Italy last season. Like, you can't blame him for taking it. It's just Panenka was not the move there, obviously.
Yeah,
So.
he has another best start to his life at Juve, but I don't know. Hope he can pick it up.
Yeah, it's going to be costly for Juve, who drop points in the title race. But, I mean, they're kind of like outside of it. Who's really in it is obviously Inter, Milan, and Napoli, who all won their games this weekend, correct?
Yep.
Nobody has not played. I think so. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all in the same amount of games played. Milan won against Cagliari. Take a wild guess what the score was.
Moving on.
Raffaello grabbed the winner, and you know who made their debut?
Who?
Nicholas Füllkrug.
Okay, please end it, bro. Please, I can't do it, bro.
What's your thing with Serie A?
Bro, I can't. It's such a fake league, bro.
They've had some interesting games this year. They are one of the leagues of all time right now.
I just it's totally wrong of me. Like, I should not just be fucking, on this pod actively slating one of the best leagues in Europe, but it's just not for me. And I watch
why?
And one, I watch too many sports as is. We all do. And
Yes, only so much mental bandwidth.
yeah, so that, and also like the games that I've not even watched, because I have not tuned into a Serie A game, and I don't plan on doing that this year. The games I've seen highlights of are usually very dull, and it's just I don't feel the power when I'm watching them. I don't feel that feeling of footy love when I'm watching.
Serie A is just too boring, eh?
It's just too boring for me.
Serie A results this weekend was 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, 3-0, 3-1. Give Serie A chance, bro. One day.
Bro, I can barely watch Arsenal.
Serie A is maybe the greatest league of all time in terms of legacy, in terms of like impact and significance in football history? Perchance?
That's a really good question.
I think it's between.
Well, it's between 3.
I think it's between 2. I think it's between Serie A and La Liga.
I knew you were gonna say La Liga, but are we just saying that because the better players came out of those 2 leagues? The moments in the Premier League have been far more
I think
commercialized and televised.
Prem has been the most commercialized.
Yep.
But that gap has only formed in the past like 10 years.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
since we started watching, to be fair, yeah, but like even you're talking 2015 when I think the conversations about Prem being the best league in the world started.
Yeah, that was still
like
Messi Ronaldo era.
La Liga had Messi and Ronaldo. Juve were at their absolute best. Like there wasn't as much of a financial gap top to bottom in the league as there is right now. Like West Ham spending 25 million on a Lazio flop. And the Lazio fans celebrating that. Like that's the reason why we're looking at Serie A right now. And every exciting player in that league either leaves Italy, not leaves Italy, but like doesn't get the hype they deserve, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's not as many eyes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyways, I think it's an interesting conversation. Like
That's fair. That's fair.
And there's a lot of Canadian people that would highly disagree with you. Or maybe not highly disagree with you, but like would be upset at your
fair.
opinion.
Fair.
No.
It's just not for me. It never will be.
Any boomers watching, let us know.
Shut up, bro. Shut up. Okay.
That's about it, dude.
That'll just do it. I mean, if you want to do a Premier League roundup, I don't really
FPL
want...
roundup, you mean?
Huh?
FPL roundup.
FPL roundup, sorry.
Well, of course you don't want to do an FPL roundup because you're back to bottom in the league, my brother.
Yeah, by like 8 points. It's really nothing.
Well, hey, I'll give you credit where it's due. Blake overtook me at one point.
I did.
Blake unstuck himself from bottom. He promptly stuck himself back at bottom.
I came last.
I'm kidding, bro. I think me and you are like the same team here. Like, honestly, like Antoine's got to worry about Miles. Like, and me and you are worried about Miles.
We're gonna
as well.
battle that out for last place, bro.
And we're just down here like talking shit about Miles all this season.
Because like genuinely, okay, we'll just say the rankings.
Can I give the context of the week?
Yeah,
Because
I just want to say the rankings. I came last this week. Julian, oh, you wanna do it?
I won the week, guys. Let's go on.
Julian won the week. Miles came in. Actually, hold on. I didn't come last this week. Antoine came last. I came third. Miles in second, and Jew up top. Give the context.
So if you've been watching us for a couple of years, like it's usually been like Antoine top of FPL. He's a certified legend. If we're talking like average ranking in the past like 5 years, Antoine has always been like pushing like top 50, even 10K in the world. Like he was like top 100 in France or something like that. Like ridiculous.
He probably still is.
Ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
Miles is getting closer and closer to Antoine. And Miles has always like perpetually been like the worst player in the league. Like this time last season, Miles was bringing in Gabriel Jesus to his FPL team because he scored a brace in some
somehow
fixture.
still beat me, but that's a different conversation.
Gabriel Jesus just scored his first Premier League goal since that time, by the way. So like that's the kind of players that Miles is bringing in. Like that's the kind of FPL knowledge here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's copying an expert. I don't know if he's consuming FPL content like a maniac. I don't know if it's all he does nowadays because I don't know. You're on flights going.
Yeah.
There's not much to do. I don't know what it is, but he has turned into a completely different player.
Has Jordan Henderson still in his team, by the way?
I mean, hey, you have Isidore. That's not a great pick either. I mean, it's kind of like the same level we're talking about.
No.
You also have who's your last defender or last midfielder on your bench? Sorry.
Oh, Cullen, who was not a terrible pick. They were cheap picks at the time.
Terrible pick. He's 5 mil, dude. If you're gonna just have a midfielder on the end of your bench.
At the time, they were good picks, and I haven't gotten rid of them yet. At the time, Isidore was starting every game. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm sorry, viewers. We are in the deep end of this podcast. Thank you if you're still listening. So I'm good to just brief it out here.
Okay.
So like, is it a wild card thing?
It's such a wild card thing, bro. Like, I'm gonna be so honest here. Miles, once again, is the luckiest motherfucker because Declan Rice with a 17-pointer. FPL is ruining my life, guys. Because like, of course, all I see is Rice scoring and I get happy, and then I see the replay, especially when it was 3-1 and he scored the second goal, and I'm like, fuck Miles hasn't, bro? Like 17 points from Declan Rice? Oh my god, bro.
So you are, I think, well, you're the best you've ever been in FPL as well.
Yeah.
Because you're having a really good season.
Yeah.
But like you're also the most obsessed with it that I've ever seen.
I know.
Like I remember, I mean, like, you know, like we're at a bar, it's 1 a.m. Everybody else is shit-faced dancing on the dance floor, and you're like, so if I bring in Elliot Anderson, then I have 2 million budget, and then I could move up to like I'm not in the headspace for this right now, Blake. But now, look at us. We are battling at the bottom of the league here.
Yeah.
I'm not even having that bad of a year for my standards. I just need to step it up crazily. I've kind of been checked out of FPL content, to be honest with you, but yeah. I'm also like kind of debating in my head if I should be playing mind games with Blake right now. Like I just told you a lie. I'm watching the most FPL content.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I
that's
literally
total
walked in
lie.
on you like.
Yeah, total lie actually. Like I watch FPL all the
Or
time.
was that also a lie? Now I'm confused. Now you really got it in my head.
see, now you can't trust me.
Yeah.
I was always like
It's okay, I can trust
a confident.
I
Yeah,
can trust
see, now Antoine's gonna come back. See, no, but now that's what fucking pisses me off. That's what gets in my head because when Antoine is here, like he'll be ranting with Antoine, but Antoine won't speak out loud about it.
Yeah,
Antoine
yeah.
will be like whispering in his
Antoine's
ear
got my
about
back.
picks.
Because like I think me and Antoine have like a lot of
But now Antoine's worried because, you know, Miles is like low-key on his heels, bro. Like Miles is, let me tell you how many points. Miles is
it's like 50 points.
30 points away.
Oh, that's close.
33 points
But this is
away.
what I'm saying. Miles like okay, his luck has to run out. Like it just has to.
But this is my thing, Blake. It might not be luck. It might be.
He has
just
Jordan
popped-
Henderson.
No, but I don't know if it is luck.
Raul?
Like Morgan
Raul?
Rogers, if you're looking, well, no, Raul's been on decent form as well. Like, if you're looking at like Morgan Rogers outperforming his data, then like sure, it's a lucky pick, you could say. He's also a very popular pick in FPL right now. But like you're looking at the moves that he's made, and like these are what the experts were doing too. Like he's getting his information somewhere. You know what I mean? Like Raul. Fantastic pick. Like there were people saying buy Raul, not many people listen. Like that's good. He triple captained Holland in game week 17. That was fantastic.
What about my Grealish pick? You didn't like you got 10
I haven't
points.
heard many experts saying Grealish. If we're talking about midfielders like under 7, then we're talking about like
Oh, I mean like Grealish is getting sold.
oh.
But I just mean like for like a little pocket of space, he got like a decent return.
For a little pocket of space as well, but like yeah, like he's been making long-term picks that have worked out really well. Like he hasn't made that many transfers since game week 17.
Okay,
It's
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Miles is great. I just hate this fucking.
well, I mean, hey, you don't have to worry about Miles, bro. You have to worry about me.
No, I dream big. The season's not over.
You're dreaming about second.
I am.
Second is the target.
Yeah, second's my target. I'm not getting there.
You know what? We all have dreams that are just a little bit too big.
All right, and I think
And
that'll
You know,
just
sometimes you just have to let it go. Like you know,
about do it.
Victor
for this
Gyokeres
episode.
may not reach 10 goals.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Send us off, Blake.
It's been a great one. It's been a off the rip one, so sorry if it's been all over the place. But these ones are usually kind of
These
fun.
are the most fun ones.
We
bro.
usually have a lot of fun with them. If you are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe. Is hype still a thing?
It is still a thing.
Hype is still a thing, so do all those things. If you're watching on Spotify, leave 5 stars, do all that fun stuff. And comment down below, is Victor Gyokeres the 4th best striker in the league? I certainly think he is.
Fourth.
I've been Blake. He's been Julian. Thank you very much for watching.
I'm perplexed. And we out.
See ya.
See ya.